Okay, let's plot the points. It's the homework 28.4. And the first point I'm going to plot is minus 3, minus 1. That's right about here. Let me write that point down for you. Minus 3, minus 1. The next point is minus 6, minus 5. And you count over 6 to the left. Let's see, 3, 6, and then 5 down. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be minus 6, minus 5. All right, there are 2 points in the Cartesian plane. So the first point is minus 3, minus 1. The second point is minus 6, minus 5. Let's just check. I'm going to look at that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then let's take a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks okay. So it says determine the distance between the points. And certainly, I'm going to point out, I'm going to use a different color now. You could do a right triangle if you want. Put that in, especially if you're using graph paper. And what do you get there? Let's take a look at it. And let's take a look. It looks like you got 1, 2, that's 3 on this side, a length of 3, and a length of 4 over here. Pythagorean theorem. Let me write that down for you. So it would be 3 squared plus 4 squared is equal to that distance squared, or what some people might say c squared. That's 9 plus 16, which is d squared. 9 and 16 is 25. So d is going to be quite simple. It's going to be 5. So the distance is 5. I'm also going to use the formula, and I'll write it down for you. So put the point down, minus 3, minus 1. I'll call this my first point, x1, y1. And then I got another point, minus 6, minus 5. This is going to be x2, and that's going to be y2. Let's put the formula down, d equals. It's going to be x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. D equals, and what do you get there? What's x2? It's minus 6. Minus, what's x1? Minus 3. So it's going to be minus 3 plus 3. And then we're going to square that. Plus, gee, what's y2? It's minus 5. And what's y1? It's minus 1. So minus 1 is plus 1. The same numbers are going to be popping up here. What I mean by that, we're going to see the 3 and the 4. Minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3 squared. Minus 5 minus 5 plus 1 is going to be minus 4 squared. D equals, well, what does that give you? 9. And that gives you 16. Like we said, these numbers are going to keep popping up. 9 plus 16 is 25. And what do you get? You get 5. No matter how you look at it, you get 5. All right? So let me just read that again to you, graph it. We did do that. Determine the difference between the 2 points and the midpoint. Now, look at the picture. I got an idea about where the midpoint is, but let me point out, a lot of times you look at a picture, it might be hard to read it, especially when I'm writing all over it. The midpoint, I just add the coordinates together. So let's write that down. Midpoint, I'll put down MP over here. We'll look at the picture as well. It's going to be minus 3, minus 6. That's the addition of the x coordinates, divided by 2. It's just a simple average, by the way. Minus 1, minus 5. We're adding those 2 points together. These are the y values, divided by 2. What do you get there? Well, minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9, so minus 9 halves. And minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6, divided by 2 is going to be minus 3. All right? So let's take a look. And I want to point out, someone says, I wonder what that is. Minus 9 halves is going to be minus 4.5. All right? So let me use a different color. So let's see, 4.5, right about here. All right, that's about 4.5. And then 3 down. That's about here. So I'm going to say, looking at it, there it is. That's the midpoint. Now, granted, some people look at the picture is too small. I really can't see all the detail there. You can blow this stuff up. You can look at the graph paper and blow it up if you like. But anyway, what they asked for? A couple different things. Graph it. We did that. We definitely graphed the points out. Did we get the distance? We did. And did we hit the midpoint? We did. Let's look at the key. And what does the key say? The key says the distance is 5. And it says the midpoint is minus 9.5 and minus 3. We're good to go to the next question. Thank you.